Hello, my name is Frank Negus Staples. I live here in Manchester, 332 Merrimack Street. I am a candidate for Alderman in Ward 4, and I'm here today to talk about health freedom. And I'm going to pull up a few things on my phone to go over, particularly one about the masks and the efficacy of masks. Now, the CDC and FDA, during the wildfire smoke situation, while COVID was going on, put out a statement that said, the masks do not stop the wildfire smoke particle, right? And to understand this, we need to know about measurement and a micron and what a micron is. A micron is a term that encompasses a micrometer and small particles of concern include fine particles, such as those found in smoke and haze, which are 2.5 micrometers in diameter or less, and coarse particles, such as those found in windblown dust, which have diameters between 2.5 and 10 micrometers. This source is from the alaska.gov air monitoring wildfire smoke info. The CDC said that those 2.5 micrometer smoke particles are too small, so they will pass through masks. Now, a coronavirus particle is between 0.06 microns, and 0.14 microns, right? And so there's no way a mask can stop a smoke particle. Besides that, the liability is going to go directly on the schools and the city if they impose a mandate. If a student's parent tells them to do something, then the liability is on the parent. And I'm wondering if the board has consulted with the other schools, the more affluent schools throughout the state that have made it a parent's choice whether or not their child wears a mask. So it's something to think about, and this is something that can easily be fact-checked. It is simple math. And I've also witnessed many of you not wearing masks until the crowd was here, and I see one person there with their hand over their mask, cross-contaminating. I've seen the mayor cross-contaminating, touching her mask and then touching everything else. It's improper use of the masks. You think these students are going to use them properly? And we just heard about food insecurity. Now we're going to force these parents to buy masks that don't work and force their children to wear them. Something to think about. Thank you.
Hello, thank you all for your time. My name is Goldsmith. I live at 349 Manchester Street, Manchester, New Hampshire. It's the most Manchestery that I could find. So I would also like to request that you consider detransitioning the risk assessment from yellow to green for the schools, the public schools, based on a couple of factors. Primarily because I agree with Frank, the prior speaker, that masks do not work. They neither work theoretically in labs nor in practice. And there are plenty of studies, as Frank cited, at least one to demonstrate that. Moreover, children are at very low risk of hospitalizations and death. In fact, in America, there are less than 500 children who have died from COVID and COVID-related issues, and less than 100 who have died from long COVID or missed sleep. And the people who are at risk, the teachers and administrators, all have access to vaccinations, which do work, and I'm very happy that they do. So with those major pieces of information in mind, I think that it is reasonable to reconsider the assessment of risk level for students in the public schools from yellow back to green, and allow our kids to have a normal school year where they can express themselves properly and learn properly because I think that that's incredibly important. And what we're doing to kids is criminal, in my opinion. So, thank you very much.
Anyone else present wishing to speak? If there is no one else present wishing to speak, a motion is in order to take all comments under advisement and further to receive and file any written documentation presented. So Member O'Connell, second by Committee Member Sewell. All in favor? Opposed? The ayes have it. Item 7, are there any school board members who would like to respond to public comment? Member Dobson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There's a few things that I wanted to respond to, but for the interest of time, I just want to make a quick comment on the costs of masks that was referred to. I have confirmed that there are a large stockpile of masks here in the city, in the school district specifically, cloth, N95, other types, all available at no cost to our students and staff. So that should not be a concern for parents.
Taxpayers, though?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other comments? We're moving on to recognition and presentations. So this evening I would like to please introduce Sienna Eldridge from Rotary and Anita Walcott from Harbor One Bank. Both the Manchester and Hooksett Rotary as well as Harbor One Bank and Mortgage Company work together to raise funds and encourage volunteers to get together, and I believe put together more than 3,000 backpacks, half of which will be distributed